the Lucio ults have been a bit better for Immortals thus far.
I feel like we have been seeing him a little bit out of position once in a while too, kind of going a little bit too far forward on the Lucio. All right, but here we go to our second control map. It's going to be Oasis. And so, Shatter Decay back on the Pharah again.
I like this pick from Team Liquid. You know, Agilities has been playing a nice Pharah, but so far the Sombra advantage has gone to Team Liquid in these maps, and so if we get on that University point again, maybe seeing that pop out as a result. But you still have to be worried about this potentially superior flanking from Immortals, especially from Grim Reality's been seeing a lot of success flanking on that Tracer.
Yep, here we go. On Oasis City Center, Pharah v Pharah incoming. Attacks on the high grounds to start things off. We'll see what Team Liquid can accomplish here.
Grim Reality just bouncing up the ground, trying to take down that Pharah.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the Pharah with my pulse bomb. That's right.
No R. Kelly in the cast, Stoa.
No. Thankfully. All right, meanwhile, Agilities. Ooh, nice kill on the Nemezer, actually. Immortals gaining a lot of ground, and now the air-to-air. Shatter 2K trying to hit those rockets. But so far, Immortals taking the early lead maybe here. Grim Reality already with that pulse bomb.
Does he get out? Yes, just barely. No, Fate intercepts him with a jump and the Tesla cannon. Shatter sadly left alone by himself right now, will succumb to the focus fire from Immortals, and Fury is very sad that Concussive Blast, they are toying with the D.Va right now. And
Fate's been doing a great job of being able to get up there and take out the Mercy.
Weapon system optimized.
Yes, he has. And Fury finally dies. Wow, that was so late. And this is going to be a long delay here. Gets Immortals about 10%, looks like, when all is said and done, thanks to the stagger on the D.Va. Grim Reality. How many times have we seen this today? Lurking on the side with the pulse bomb.
He's going for it. I know he's going to go for it. As soon as he finds that target, looking for that triple blink into the pulse bomb, maybe, perhaps. On board with Shatter 2K
goes down,
right now.
actually. That's really big.
Yeah.
Dahang still has the ultimate up, so Resurrection available. Immortals had a huge ult advantage coming in, but they haven't been able to capitalize it, and now everything's coming in and being invested for Team Liquid.
All right, yeah, they're putting a lot into this one, and they need to get a lot out of it, too. AZK, though, going down, not a great start as Immortals try to hold on to this point, nearly up to 60%. There's a res on the AZK from Dahang, trying to tempo raise him up. Needs a bit more.
Oh no,
Justice is absorbed.
Matrix.
No Justice.
That's how Justice
Only
died
defense
today.
Matrix. That's right. I thought it died to thunderous applause. Oh wait, is that Liberty? I don't know, I can't remember. We're close to that too. Are you familiar with the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise, Monte Cristo?
Did it end in a defense matrix? Because I think that's the biggest tragedy in Overwatch right now.
In the end, he couldn't avoid defense matrix. I think that's how it ended, yeah. I learned this defense matrix skill? Not from a Jedi. Only evil people use that, definitely. Immortals push back a little bit. Have to avoid that self-destruct. Shatter does have the barrage ready to go if he needs it. AZK coming up big here. Grim Reality, though, with the kill on the Dahang.
Everybody playing with traffic.
It's Frogger again. Frogger watch.
Too bad there's no Froghead Lucio in this one.
That's true. Well, there won't be any skins in these for a while.
Sad.
Single tear rolls down my face. Shatter 2K with a couple kills. No tears for him, man. Only kills. Still holding on to that barrage. Team Liquid getting a decent amount of percentage built up here.
Yeah, and we'll have to see what Kriv can do with this res. Has to find a lot of people, or at least a good tempo res to get it up. Ooh, I think the D.Va's going to be able to get out of that one. It looked like knocked into the pit, but boosting his way back out. Shatter trying to figure out which door they're coming through and start spamming those rockets through.
Yep. Shatter 2K has been so good with those air-to-air rockets, but right now he needs to continue coming up big with that. Grim Reality poking away at the Mercy. They really want to get that out of the way. Justice rains from above, but not a lot of damage with that Justice, it looks like. Agility still has his barrage. Mezer does go down. A big opportunity here for Immortals. Oh, nice kill onto AZK. Agility's really coming alive, but there's a triple res coming in from the Hang.
Can't quite
Sound
hit
barrier.
it. And just running
can't
straight
shoot that
in.
shield. All right, tempo res for Agilities. They dropped their own sound barrier, so Immortals did get the later support ultimates. Let's see if it makes a difference.
99% barrier, or barrage rather, comes through. No barrier this time.
Justice from a long way away, but it's okay. Hyped has the double kill with the self-destruct. 99% though for Team Liquid. Immortals with a chance to win it though, as they do have control of the point again.
And nobody's got much to use here either. We're not going to see big reses unless this fight drags on for some time. And the other support ultimates, Lucio's both down very low in that percentage game. So Mezzer and Fury will have to stall this for the win. And Grim may be able to get that crucial pick. Can he get the Mercy? He's looking for the Mercy. Can't find it. To Hang jumping forward and
Ooh, that was so close to Hang. Getting out of there just in time with the angelic flight. Oh, Rafa does get caught though. Not a great start again for Team Liquid. And Mezzer needs to pop that Primal Rage to stay alive. That Pulse Bomb was coming from behind. Ooh, is he gonna toss it? No, not quite. Grim Reality being so patient with that Pulse Bomb. Meanwhile, Team Liquid picking up a couple kills. Immortals may need to back away. It's 99 to 99 here on Oasis.
Get that health pack.
Yep.
And that's going to tick down. Can he get back? No.
Oh, wow. Team
Forced
Liquid
out of the fight, chunked out. And that means Team Liquid will take City Center here.
That was a pretty close round, but Team Liquid coming out with the win in the end.
To Hang there, just eluding death time and time again, repositioning himself and making sure he was going to be able to stay alive and keep the heals rolling. And that's a little bit different than the last match we saw, actually. FNRGFE made some sport of killing De Hang on that Mercy, but this time around, he's a little bit slipperier.
Yep. I mean, he's had to play all day with people just gunning for him. So he's starting to kind of have enough of it. His team's starting to protect him a little bit better. Here we go on the Garden stage now.
So
I'm sorry, I mean University.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're not seeing Liquid play the Sombra here. If you are going to play Sombra, this is the map to use it on, controlling that. And instead going for the Pharah, a relative rarity, so maybe going for the surprise tactics more than anything. Or because De Hang's had an easy time staying alive.
Shatter 2K, definitely one of the better pairs we've seen. Agility's fighting it out with Rafa, and that's not a fight that Lucio can win too often. Tough times. As the point unlocks.
It's hard to get away from the damage from Genji.
Oh, dang.
And from Tracer when you're on this point, because you simply don't have the long sight lines with the Pharah. Yep. So they are able to, Genji's able to double jump up and take that damage down onto the support and onto the DPS. So this is usually why you don't see this run on this particular map.
Yeah.
You can't really abuse that range. There's also a million ways to come in, so spamming rockets through a door to try and zone, not the most effective.
You can't control zones as effectively because there's too many zones to control. Shatter 2K, though, does get the kill on the Fate. So Team Liquid coming in already with the upper hand. Agility's looking for a few more kills here. Kareev does get the kill on the Mezzer, so both teams without their Winston right now. But Shatter 2K kind of untouched up on top.
Finally finding some openings to get the rockets in, and eventually they're going to flip this point. The stall very good as the Winston bubble comes and prevents them from taking it. This has been a good stall for Immortals. We got a lot of additional, and it's just not quite enough. They try and bump him off, but Hype gets there in the nick of time. It's every time. They're staggering so well. Agility's back on right now. They got about additional 20% over the course of that engagement.
Yeah, that was a great extended hold by Immortals, and now they've got time to group up, take the point back again, and they've also they're gonna have 6 ults to do it with. No, actually, that's Team Liquid. They're gonna have 2 ults to do it with. Colors changing on me, tons of fun.
That's the danger of trying to stall, is because you end up feeding a lot of ult charge to your opponents.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Immortals coming in with the self-destruct with the Transcendence as well. Fury does go down early. Good start for Agilities. They've got the sound barrier as well, forcing Team Liquid to scatter. The Hang comes in with the res, brings up 2, and now they've got the sound barrier to try to keep them up again. And there's a barrage. Ooh, Shatter getting 1 kill on the Fate before being taken out, and Agilities pulls out the Dragon Blade, looking for targets. Not too many around though. Maybe, finally takes out Mezzer, but that's gonna be about it. Gets back at the point right now. Fate desperately dashing back to the point. You're on University. A Team Liquid still building percentage here.
They are building percentage, Joel, but they lose a fight that they start with a kind of overwhelming ultimate advantage.
Wow, yeah.
The barrage used rather sloppily It's not the best way to have that one go down. Sound barrier again, maybe a little bit too early there for Immortals, but they managed to pull through even with the res.
Yep. Team Liquid, the res, and all those other ultimates, not quite enough. And Immortals in the lead with the control percent now.
Shatter, he really wants to play the Pharah on Oasis.
I guess so. I am surprised to see it on this point, though. It's definitely not quite as good as it is on the other 2 rounds.
You have to be so cautious with it.
Making it work. Rafa does go down, though. Support trading going on for both of these teams. As Immortals tries to sneak their way onto the point from the side here. There's a Primal Rage from Fate. See what he can do. If you're playing fair, you got to be careful now. Agilities gets a kill on the Mezzer, so Immortals with a good start. Kind of grinding their way through this fight right now. And Agilities has the Dragon Blade if he wants to use it. They may not even need it, though. Rafa getting taken out in Immortals. Primed to take this one. Ooh, OT. Back up just in time for Team Liquid, but they need more. Dahang gets the 2-man res. Agilities with the sound barrier, but not able to get much more with his ultimate. Grim Reality with the kill on the Dahang, though. So there's a Mercy healing out of the way. And now Immortals back on the point once more. Hyped relatively untouched. And yeah, again, they just have the numbers advantage, and they should be able to take this one. That's going to be it. So Immortals ties up Oasis.
Yeah, in a confusing manner too. This is where Team Liquid, I thought we'd see the Sombra strategy that has been more prevalent, especially over at Apex and then coming in here this weekend, but not today. They're not following in the same laser kitten style of approach, even though they did try that same Hanamura defense, or a similar one at the very least. So instead, we will go to a far more Pharah-friendly point.
Far more Pharah-friendly fare, for sure.
Some might say Pharah necessary in this one.
I would say so. Now it's time for Gardens.
Now it is time for Gardens. And
Yep.
Pharmacy, both of them, both teams will be running it, as we have come to expect.
That's right. So Immortals wants to reach the point first. Team Liquid trying to take the high ground. As they get ready here, they do force Immortals down. Good position for Team Liquid right off the bat. Hype just trying to be as annoying to that Pharmacy as he can.
Agility's getting pretty close and low to the ground there, and Rafa actually wraps around and finds the kill onto the enemy support. Kareev falling.
Wow.
That's going to be a lot of healing and damage boosting gone unless these rockets hit, and they are not to hang. Barely getting out.
Wow, he got so low there, but he's still staying alive for the moment. Agility's low now.
With nearly no HP so many times on Oasis already.
Yeah. Looks like it will be Team Liquid claiming the point early on. And Rafa, you know, you can talk about his positioning once in a while, but it's definitely one of the better aggressive Lucios we've got. Saw that opportunity for the kill on the Kareev, and he went for it.
Yeah, you don't expect if you're Mercy there either for the Lucio to be wall riding around and trying to pick you off. So Rafa getting sneaky. AZK will be lurking in the wings here of the Garden, waiting for that engage and the commitment from Immortals.
Here we go. They're going to try to see what they can get done. On the point, trying to jump onto the high ground right away. Kareev staying on the outside of the fight, just trying to stay alive. They lose Grim Reality early, but Shatter 2K goes down in the Pharah v Pharah. Agility's looking for more, trying to get that kill on the Mezzer. They force a Primal Rage out of him. Dahang goes ahead and brings up the Pharah yet again. Team Liquid back to 6 people.
That's a good res right there.
I think so.
And yeah, easily done for this particular point.
Yeah, Immortals backing off. They know they've got some ultimates to work with, so they do want to regroup a little bit.
Sorry guys, I'm having some audio issues right now.
No worries, man. I'll take care of it. Immortals back on the point right now. Self-destruct. Oh, it gets AZK and Rafa. Immortals, I think they're ready to reclaim this point right here, and they will get the percentage rolling, and Team Liquid, team killed. Wow. Well.
No, it's just going ham right now because of my audio issues. I can still talk, fortunately. Just can't hear anything that's going on in this game.
We can hear you. So be careful about what you say.
Oh, I've never been careful about
Especially
that.
Especially about NA.
I've never been careful about that.
That is true. I don't know why we even bothered to put that set on you. In reality, oh, eat a rocket to hang. And he definitely does. Immortals, a couple ultimates to use here on this defense. Fate looking pretty good. Mezzer goes down early, dived in, was a little bit on his own, and Team Liquid paying for that one. Immortals with a strong defense. They used the sound barrier, but I don't even know how much they really needed. The fight was already really going in their favor.
Well, they thought Rafa was going to be able to come through with the sound barrier of his own, but he gets just taken out at the start of the fight. Immortals holding on to the rest of their ultimates in reserve right now, and this is going to be probably a pretty spectacular end to this game. A lot of res available for both of these teams.
Yep.
And it has been neck and neck, the point bouncing back and forth, and as we know on Gardens, these matches can go for quite a long time in OT.
Yes, they can. We'll see if the... Oh, there it is. Yeah, Fury using that self-destruct to kill the pharmacy. Oh, gets back into the mech just in time, too. Big win for Team Liquid in this fight. Shatter 2K drops a barrage, but they have already gotten enough of a lead to probably take this point back again. Immortals did get the control percent lead, but TL's gonna have a chance to equalize.
After that res,
Maybe.
though, Immortals was perfectly okay with not having Kariv commit to the resurrection in that fight. They know that they have the percentage advantage right now, the control percent advantage, so why not just come back, reset when you have the res, and try and just grind it out in OT when they'll have to trickle back in on you after a big res. But this is really predicated on Kariv staying alive right now.
Yep. Primal Rage for Fate. Trying to knock away everybody. Get out of here. Oh, I think he got the Diva. Maybe. AZK, though, getting a Diva. Kariv looking for the res. Maybe. Gonna have to use it here soon.
Well, he's falling to the ground,
no,
and he
he's
does
not gonna get a
go
chance.
down. Shatter 2K lands a rocket.
That's rough. Agilities with the barrage. Gets a couple. Pretty even, though. Shatter 2K, the only one left for Team Liquid. And Immortals with a big chance here to turn it around. They will. So once again, it's going to be probably 99 to 99. Immortals still with 3 ultimates. And Verbo's pretty close to that sound barrier, too. So they're coming into this with a great position to take it.
This is going to be a flashy overtime for sure. To hang with a res of his own. Team Liquid, not many tools left to work with. Hype, can he get some kills here with the Diva ultimate self-destruct? How long is this OT going to go?
We'll see. Agilities, oh, one air-to-air, looking for a bit more. There's a direct hit onto Shatter 2K. Got the kill to hang with the res onto AZK right away, it looks like.
And that's
interesting.
huge.
Wow, Hyped manages to pick off 2 with the self-destruct. Kariv with the res just to keep the team in the game. They're going to drop the sound barrier right afterwards, and Team Liquid in big trouble. That is going to be a win on Gardens, and Immortals goes up 2-1 on Oasis.
Immortals knew exactly how to handle that situation. Everything went to plan during that overtime.
Oh, yeah.
They get the initial pickoff, which forces the tempo res from Team Liquid. And as the res is coming through, that's when the self-destruct comes, because they know there's not going to be moving out of the way. The Mercy is vulnerable during that period, so can't get out of the way in time, and that really just seals the deal. Then they have the res just to make sure it's going to be a constant 1-2-man advantage for the rest of OT.
Very well played by Immortals, and now they are in a situation where if they can win here on University, they will win Contenders Season 0 for NA. Get that top seed, one of the top seeds anyway, coming in to Contenders Season 1 in August. And here we go. Team Liquid trying to keep their tournament hopes alive, and they will not go with the Pharah this time.
I think this is a better idea. I'd like to see Shatter 2K's Genji here. Definitely think it is the superior choice on this point if they are not going to opt in to a possible Sombra play. Shatter poking with the shurikens on the side.
Yeah, very aggressive start here for Team Liquid, trying to get in deep. Immortals now pushing back. No kills in. I spoke too soon. Fate taken out. Kills on both sides. The Winston's getting aggressive. Oh, and Shatter 2K can't get down to the health pack. Immortals with an early lead here in the team fight. And as Rafa falls down, that's going to be Immortals taking the point early on.
Yeah, Agilities with 9 HP, barely escaping to the mini pack up in the top side of the map. And now finally will gain control over that point. So a strong start for Immortals, rather. And this is the tournament point for them right now. They take University, and they will take home Contenders Season 0 for North America.
And what a great result that would be for Immortals, too. Picking up these 2 new Korean players at the beginning of the qualifiers, back at the beginning of the month, and really turning into a very strong team after that.
I mean, it's a turnaround for Liquid, too, who barely even squeaked into the group stage.
Well, they've been playing great as well.
Routing power to forward
even a good showing here in the finals. We thought it'd be a bit more one-sided, but they're giving Immortals a run for their money. Immortals, the ones in the driver's seat now, though, and Agilities has that Dragon Blade if he wants to use it. AZK goes down.
Another
I think Team
big
Liquid might need to
pick
back
from
off.
Kareev. Big,
Yeah.
big pick right there. Headshot onto the Tracer, and now the cleanup goes down. They get the kill onto Dahang as well, chasing people back away from the point, and they didn't have to use any ults. 6 ults for Immortals right now, and
Wow.
so much of that was Kareev getting that initial kill onto AZK.
You know, that's been one of the biggest strengths for Immortals, is that they're able to win fights without dedicating ultimates to do it. How many times have we seen them do this, especially on the control maps, where they win a substantial fight and they come out of it with this huge ult advantage?
And they've done it again. Messer still working towards his. Shatter, is he gonna pull this Dragon Blade out?
We will see. Has to avoid that self-destruct first. Shatter does pull out the Dragon Blade. Couple kills coming in on the Team Liquid side, so this is their chance to flip the point again.
Shatter
They
didn't get
should be able
anything
to do
done
it.
really with the blade besides getting that hyped. And now all the ultimates
we
going
go.
off. Agility's held on to his longer though, and he's trying to find players outside of the zone
There's 2.
of the Transcendence, and he does pick up 2, including the kill onto Shatter.
Yeah, Immortals being patient with those ultimates, bringing them out second, and it seems to be working out pretty well. Fate with the kill onto AZK. We're up to 99%. OT ticking away. Immortals trying to take the tournament right here, right now. Rafa, the last man standing for Team Liquid, but that is going to be nearly it as Shatter 2K comes in to keep OT going for just a bit longer. And maybe AZK, can he do it? No, knocked away from Hype. Oh, he does get back there just in time. Are you kidding me? And Mezzer with a chance, but no, he can't get there. And Immortals will take Contenders Season 0.
Wow, great job from Immortals throughout this tournament. Team Liquid at least making some of these maps close and taking one in these playoffs, but Immortals really looking like they are on a different level here in North America.
I think so. I think Team Liquid put on an admirable performance. Apparently my voice is completely giving out. Good timing for it. But in the end, Immortals definitely the ones who were stronger today.
And we talk about ultimate sequences and how you can use them in an efficient manner, and that's exactly what we saw. The self-destruct there, force out the earlier res, punish the res with the self-destruct, and then still have a res in your pocket to counteract and make sure you're not going to get dragged out in that overtime to a point where the point could actually possibly flip on you and you might lose in that like 100 to 99 scenario.
No, Immortals absolutely utilize their ultimates to the maximum potential, especially there at the end. There's some questions there in those first couple of maps. But I think the end of that map right there, the end of that point was a perfect, I don't know, microcosm for what we just saw from Team Liquid. Is they were fighting tooth and nail that entire time, and they could have easily come into this one and got 4-0'd and you know, didn't necessarily have to show very much to prove that they were the second best team in NA, but they came out and tried to make a statement here, and against an Immortal squad who is firing on all cylinders, who is clearly on another level. Team Liquid, I would be surprised if they weren't getting close to that level by Season 1.
Well, I'm excited about this team. I mean, Team Liquid, like we said many times, put on a great showing, and more than that, they improved over the course of the tournament too. And when you see such abrupt and consistent improvement, you really get excited kind of going forward. And I know we've got a lot of World Cup stuff coming up, but hopefully Team Liquid gets a good amount of time to practice and kind of develop, because I'm really excited about seeing them in Season 1.
Yeah. No, and I know Hex has got to be really excited back there because he's been preaching